Hello, this is Sierra from Knoema. In this video, I'll show you how to use calculations on Knoema. When you create visualizations in the dashboard builder, you may need to apply some calculations to the row data. These may include percent change, moving average, percent share, and so on. To do this, you can use the calculations editor, which is available in the customized mode of the gadget editor. Let's assume you've built a chart of Saudi Arabia's monthly oil production measured in thousands of barrels per day. Now you'd like to see the data in millions. Simply go to Dimension Filter, switch to Customize mode by clicking the gear icon, open any dimension which you want to apply a calculation to, and click Add Calculation. Choose the necessary indicator in the formula editor, then select it in the formula editor element to which you want to apply calculation. Choose the necessary indicator in the formula editor and select it in the formula editor element to which you want to apply the calculation. In this case, this is the only element. Select a calculation that you want to apply. In our example, it's division. You want to get millions out of thousands, so you need to divide by 1,000. Select an empty field and click this button to insert constant value and type in your number. Now, change the name of the formula and click Save. You will see a small green F indicating that an item contains a calculation. Turn on Preview to see the changes. Now the chart is measured in millions of barrels. Similarly, you can use other simple actions like plus, minus, multiply, and brackets. In addition to these simple arithmetical actions, you can use functions available in the drop-down menu. For example, you can use different growth rates. Percent change is the change from the previous month. Percent change annualized is change from the previous month raised by 12 in the case of monthly data and by 4 in the case of quarterly data. Percent change from a year ago is the change from the same month of the previous year. Change is the absolute change from the previous month, which represents value in the current month minus the value of the previous month. Change, year to date, stands for absolute change from the beginning of the year. Log difference is the difference of natural logarithms of the current and previous period, which is equivalent to the percent change. You may also select one of our standard functions. Moving average is the average of several preceding periods, which is used to smooth out seasonal fluctuations. Year to date is the sum of values since the start of the year. ABS is the function that returns the absolute value of a number. There are also several special functions available. Ratio 2 is the ratio of the selected item to some item from another dimension available in a dataset. For example, if you want to build the ranking of countries by the share of the world's oil population, click Ratio 2 and select World. Then multiply by 100 to get percentage share. T-1 and T+1 return values from the previous or the next period. Multiple clicks on these functions allow you to increase the lag. If Null converts empty values to some constant values. This is convenient when you have missing values. For example, you want to see sum of oil production in China, Kazakhstan, and the Ukraine. However, there is no data for Kazakhstan and the Ukraine for July 2018, which means you will not see the July 2018 value on the chart at all. But if you apply the if-null function to Kazakhstan and the Ukraine, you will see the July 2018 value for the Chinese oil production. X function is for the creation of batch formula. For example, you want to calculate percent share of the world's oil production for several different countries. Then, in your calculation, X will be the variable element. Add it to your calculation and click Save. Select the elements to be put into your formula instead of X. If you see the calculation of each country, you will see that the calculations are the same, but the dividend is different. You also have the option to add calculations to the time dimension. This is available when you select individual members' representation of the time members. The formula editor for the time dimension has the same simple arithmetical actions and constant. It also has if null and batch formula. But instead of the drop-down list of standard functions, it has functions of arithmetic or geometric average, maximum and minimum, and the sum. All of these functions work similarly. You select start and end dates and get average, sum, minimum, or maximum within that time frame. There are several nuances of visualizations with calculations. Once you add a calculation to your gadget, you are not able to change visualization types, for example, from chart to map. You also cannot open a visualization with calculations in the dataset viewer. Automatic units will be reset after applying a custom calculation, except for percent change. So you may need to manually add a new unit in the Appearance tab. You cannot create calculations using data from two different datasets. We do not recommend adding calculations to several dimensions simultaneously. Now you know how to use calculations at Knoema. Thank you for watching.